raping children.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah, the Bo Jackson of raping kids. He just had a gift for it. No, because I was gonna say, I went to an Ace Hardware store in fucking.
There's no way it was this fucked up, was it?
Dude, it was kind of close. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't 3 retarded pedophiles with barbecue sauce. I mean, I don't think anything could be that fucked up.
By the way, if you use that barbecue sauce, you'll get drunk. It's so old, it's like probably alcoholic.
I used it on some wings the other day.
Yeah, well, that's why you keep.
That's why you've been jonesing.
Yeah, that's why you're chasing this dragon lately.
You've been drinking retard moonshine. I've been just doing shots of fucking Sweet Baby Ray's. Like, I feel great. No, I went to this Ace. I was trying to get it was the sink we were staying at Airbnb like clogged, and so I was trying to get a plunger for a sink. Like, there's ones for a sink and ones for a toilet.
A Roto-Rooter, right?
No. The flat plunger is for a sink, like the classic.
I didn't know that.
Mario Brothers plunger. That's why it's flat. The
What are the ones that look like a titty?
The ones that look like a titty, yeah. The ones that are shaped like they're meant to gape your asshole go in a toilet.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they create a suction.
Because I feel like the other ones don't work well on toilets. The ones that look like titties.
Yeah, because they're designed for sinks.
Didn't know that.
You wouldn't know that unless you've clogged a lot of toilets in your life. That's some knowledge that's earned, brother. You gotta earn that with your hands, brother.
You're the David Goggins.
Yeah, every day I wake up and I load shit down the pipe.
You're David Cloggins.
I'm up at 4 a.m. and I'm pounding that toilet. I'm throwing shit down that, brother. I want to get some motherfuckers who make hard ass shits. And their shit stay hard. David Coggins has to be the name of the episode, please.
It has to be.
Yeah. No, but I was looking for the sink one, and I went to a Target. I was like, "Do you guys have?" I went to it made me so furious. I was at a Target, I couldn't find the plungers, so I went up to 3 guys and I go, "Hey, do you know where the plungers are? I can't find them." And it was like, instead of taking me to the thing, which I know is very assholey servant attitude, they just go like, "Damn, that's a good question." literally, "Man, if you find them, let me know." And I'm like, "Don't you have the thing on your thing, like the phone,
The little Palm Pilot
that
thing.
can tell you where it is?" He goes, "Nah." And I'm like, "Okay." That happened 3 times in a row.
It's because I'm white, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, and you kind of look retarded. Plus, I'm not going to help you get shit out of your pipe. I'm like, "No, it's for a kitchen sink." They're like, "Sure."
I imagine this is Lollipop Black Guy. He goes, "Damn, I don't know."
No,
and he just took out the lollipop.
It was like,
and put
no,
it
it was more like fat Puerto Rican kid.
Oh,
type.
okay, gotcha.
You can't work at Target unless you're Hispanic. That's a rule. Target is Mexico's TSA for some reason.
I saw like an 85-year-old white woman working at one. But by the way, I just want to say, nothing stresses me out more than going to a Target for the first time and not knowing its layout. It's so confusing.
I was out of my element.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, I was out of my
You're so
element.
out of your. You feel completely retarded.
Because Targets
You
will-
look around for 8 minutes, then you figure out there's another story. You go, "Oh my god!"
Also, Targets will do because usually you walk into Walmart like, okay, eggs are over here, milk's over there.
Yeah.
But you walk into a Target and you're like, "Where are the eggs?" And they're like, "Oh, we keep those with the belts."
Yeah.
They'll just go rogue.
They
for
go
no
rogue
reason.
on shit. It's really weird.
Yeah. So anyway, I called up. I was so mad, and I called up at Ace Hardware, and I go, "Do you guys have the plungers for kitchen sinks, not toilets?" And they go, "I don't know what you're talking about, pal."
They go, "What, you been shitting in your sink?"
They're like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I go, "You know, there's like a flat plunger for your sink and a one for your toilet. I need the one for the sink." And they just go, "You just got to calm down, man. You just got to calm down, brother." And I got there, and it was literally like, it was 3 sheds that all had Ace Hardware on the top, and I was just I was trying to find somebody who even looked like they existed inside the place.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh,
You saw people, you're like, I think that's a wraith.
yeah.
I think that's a dead person
Yeah.
impersonating an alive person.
That's a skinwalker.
Yeah, it's a changeling.
That's a human with 19 deer hooves coming out of their back.
That's the Slender Man.
That's the guy who used to rape me in my nightmares when I was a kid. So I can't help him.
Yeah, but imagine just faceless people, like something from a nightmare.
Yeah, and you were walking through the shelves, and it was just that, like, you know, it's like they're selling seashells or something like that. Like, there's no hardware stuff. And I finally went to the back, and I found a guy. I was like, do you have plungers for your sink, not your toilet? And it was, I swear it was a guy out of Captain Phillips. Like, a guy so African, you're like, how do you exist in America? Where he like literally stood up and he had like that fucking pirate type look.
A guy who only gets around by boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
you have to wait for the street to flood and he can get home.
Yeah, exactly. He goes, if we have a plunger, it would be in one of the buildings. I was like, okay, cool, Dad. And then I finally stumbled across one, and it was like $6. And I was checking out, and the lady checking me out, she still didn't know it wasn't for a toilet, it's for a sink.
Yeah.
And as I'm checking out, it's $6, mind you. I'm checking out, and she holds it up, and she goes, just so you know, you can't return this. I was like, no, I figured I wanted...
Return a shit-stained plunger.
I want to come back with a plunger covered in shit and be like, it just made more shit. It didn't work.
I don't like the color.
I know it's covered in shit now. Can you take it? And I want my $6 back.
Oh god.
So I'm glad you brought that up because I was assuming it was just that one Ace, but apparently Ace Hardwares are just like the welfare of society.
I haven't been to one.
I've only had a good experience at Ace, typically. I didn't know they were, just any Tom, Dick, and Harry could buy one, apparently. And
I guess they're becoming like independent, They're like, it's like people that like they think they buy like a vending machine and they think that's like an entrepreneur. They're like, this is gonna take me to the top.
Right.
yeah.
Or you could call like the owner of Ace and he'd be like, no, we designed it that way. We wanted a hardware store for retards by retards.
Furu.
None of Furu. None of your fancy Home Depots or Lowe's bullshit. We got nothing. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You can get barbecue sauce and a fake shotgun.
There is a thing at like hardware stores like Home Depot and shit where like half the people walking around Home Depot look like they'd just rather burn their home down than figure out even like what aisle they have to get the screws.
I know.
No one at Home Depot likes any of the customers.
I feel so bad having to ask where stuff is when I'm at Lowe's or Home Depot. When I see them, because I go, hey, and they go, I'm so sorry, but I've actually done the due diligence of walking around aimlessly for 25 minutes trying to find this screw.
Yeah.
And by the way, they never have it.
And
the thing I need, they never have.
And then I was walking around you for another 10 trying to look helpless, hoping you would do the decent thing. And I saw you looking at me in your eye line and then turning so you couldn't see me anymore over and over again. Also,
and hey, Home Depot, fix the fucking website. Because I look to see if you have the shit. I'm on my phone and I type in the zip code. And you say you fucking have it, and it's not here.
It's always a lie.
It's always a lie to get you in the store.
Right. And it's also like always Target
drives me nuts.
Target makes me furious with that. We were talking about can't find a thing in Target. And this is the most Jewish mom thing I've ever said in my life. But every time I've been at a Target, it's a new one, I can't find anything. I go to the app and the app's just like, create your fag profile with Target.com. And I'm like, just tell me what aisle the plungers are on.
Yeah.
And they know you have to put in your human birth certificate from birth with the stamp.
The electronics section in Target, by the way, there's no one working at those anymore post-COVID. You can just take the TVs and the video games. It's all free. It's legitimately all free.
No, I bought an iPad at Target the other day, and I flagged some guy down, and I was like, "Can I check out in the back?" And he's like, "Sure," and he checked me out, and then I just walked. I just was holding an iPad box and I walked out the front door. And I was like, does anybody care about this? Anybody? And they're like, dude, fuck off, dude. Like the checker at the door was like, dude, fuck off.
The guy checking out was like, You could have just stole it, man. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was on fucking break.
Yeah, he's
Fuck
like,
you.
I hope I get shot here, dude. My life sucks.
People get jobs at Target to then just steal from Target.
I would steal from Target all the time.
It's the
if I worked there.
easiest place to steal from.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so simple.
That's why Targets never get like shot up or anything. Everybody's happy there. They're just stealing.
That is, yeah, it's true.
Targets don't get shot up because Americans think they're gun ranges. They drive past it to go to a school.
Yeah, it's like hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, well, it would make too much sense to shoot this place up. Shooting ranges never get shot up, I guess.
I think
Unless you're
Chris
Chris Kyle, yeah.
Piss Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he had it coming.
Allahu Akbar, retard.
And just like a Seinfeld episode, it all comes back.
It comes back to where it started.
It was like that Dave Chappelle special where he starts with a thing and then it says the thing at the end.
Yeah.
People went, what?
Beautiful cat.
where he starts with the thing, says one joke over 55 minutes, and then ends with the thing that sucks. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, a magician who does one trick in his show.
He looks cool as hell though doing it.
Yeah,
I
he
will
looks-
say that.
yeah,
He's buff.
You know, it looks like a turtle who fell out of his shell.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any, in closing here, do you guys have any advice in terms of like how to get ripped?
I mean, if I knew.
I keep having this fantasy sometime. I've come back to it, for like 18 years now, of like becoming Kevin Spacey and
American
Beauty, yeah.
Yeah.
Where I smoke a bunch of weed and just work out in the garage.
I see you becoming Kevin Spacey in life.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, if you become him in that movie, you'll get murdered by a gay guy.
Yeah. What sucks is I think I'm Kevin Spacey in American Beauty, but I'm actually Chris Cooper in American Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a guy with a bunch of Nazi plates and I'm gay. That's the whole character, right? In that movie.
Yeah.
He's a gay guy who has Nazi memorabilia.
And he made his wife completely catatonic. To the only thing the only time she feels is making bacon in the morning.